Okay. So welcome to the session, today's session. So today's session, the topic would be P2P cycle. What is that? P2P CY cycle. P2P cycle means procure to pay cycle. So the word itself, right? You can understand procurement. Procurement means like buy, and pay means to do the payment to the vendor. Means like whatever we buy the material, we are paying for that material cost to the vendor. So that is the meaning, or else that is the meaning of this procure to pay. So from procuring to pay, from buying to pay. So in this procure to buy, there is a process. There is a process of P2P cycle. Cycle, right? So we will see what is the cycle that is falling under that P2P cycle. So let me show you this PPT. So here PR means purchase request means a company, a X company. I'm not talking the company name. I'm just telling the X company. There is a X company want to purchase, want to purchase some kind of material, right? Some kind of a material that X company will ask the vendor, right? Will ask the vendor for the quotation. Like, or for example, if you take an example, for our label language, X person is a student. So want to do the SAP MM course, right? So what this X person will do now? X person will request the X institute, correct? Will reach to the X institute and will ask the details, correct? Details about the course. What details? Like who is the trainer, correct? Who is the trainer? And you also check with the online or offline classes. Offline classes. Huh? Next. And next you will check with the fees details. And also you check with the software availability. I mean, software does we provide or not, right? And like, resume preparation, or FAQs. Like this way, whatever the question says, you request, right? You request the institute. Do you provide all this or whatever it may be, right? So that is a kind of a PR, purchase request. Purchase request. Clear? In the same way, this is a general example. I have given you as a general example. In the same way, this X company will also, X company will also ask the, will request the vendors to send the quotation of the material. Correct? What is the cost? What is this? How much you give me? All those things. Yes. All right. So purchase requisition. Next one is RFQ, which request for quotation. First time you are asking whether SAP course is there or not. Correct? Second one is request for quotation with cost. Request for quotation. Please send me the quotation. Correct? So this is like X company is X vendor. Here is the vendor. Vendor said that, yes, we are providing the material. Vendor should send the quotation to the X company about the material. Correct? It can be, material can be in 1, or it can be 10, it can be hundreds. Correct? Material, it can be 1 material, 1 kg of material. It can be 10 kgs of material. Because why I'm saying 1, 2, and 100 inches, based on the quantity, you are purchasing, the vendor can provide you some discounts. Correct? If you purchase 1, he will say 5 rupees. Right? If you are purchasing 100, maybe that 1 kg of some material could come for 4.5 rupees, because you are buying in a huge amount of quantity, like hundreds or thousands, kgs, tons, whatever it may be. But when you purchase only 1 item, then definitely that cost would be more. So like that, the quotation varies. So that is called request for quotation. Next one is vendor selection. And remember, this should be in the sequence, whatever the sequence I am telling. In interview, what is P2P cycle means? You have to tell this sequence only. Which sequence? PR, RFQ, vendor selection. Vendor selection means what? So, X company, correct? X company got the quotations from multiple vendors, correct? Just like I told you, you can take the SAP MM course from different institutes also, correct? So you are asking one by one, one by one, one by one. Maybe in your list, there are 5 vendors. You want to ask one by one. So later on, you will select one vendor, right? The remaining other vendors, do you select? Do you pay the fees? No. What you did, you rejected them. Rejected means you don't want to join with that. Because why? It can be many reasons. It can be many reasons. Maybe for you, time did not match it. Maybe the cost did not match it. Here also, the same. The X company got the quotations from the multiple vendors. Correct? So what happened now? X company X company took a decision to purchase the material from only Y vendor. Correct? Why? Because maybe that person is giving less cost, right? See, it's not about only the less cost, quality, timing, everything is important. Response. Response means immediately response, proper on-time delivery. If there are any damage in the material, again, he has given commitment. If there is any damage in the material, he committed me that, okay, if the material is damaged, please return back to me. I will return you back the new material with this time limit. Like that. So that's the reason the terms and conditions, I liked that vendor. And then I finalized that, okay, what did that X company finalized, correct? Finalized to purchase the material from Y vendor. From Y vendor. It is decided, correct? X company decided to purchase the material from Y vendor. So that is called a vendor selection. Clear? Next one is purchase order. Means, what is this purchase order? Means X company decided to place an order. Correct? He placed an order. For example, like what we do, we want to place an order to food, you want to have a lunch. What you will do, you go to Swiggy or, Zomato application, you search for the different nearest food centers and you'll select the timings, who is giving very fast and the rating is very good, right? Then after that, finally you decided, and what you did, you placed an order, right? You have given submitted to set the you order. Then that order will be received to that vendor, correct? So again, there are two steps what we follow generally. Sometimes we pay the money, correct? Sometimes we do the money, delivery on cash, correct? Delivery on cash, which after it is delivered, we pay the cash, right? The same way here, now what we are doing is placing an order to that vendor. So nothing but purchase order is nothing but placing an order to the vendor. It's like a confirmation, correct? Confirmation, and you decided. You decided vendor earlier, right? And you placed the order to that vendor. Now that order receives that order, correct? Vendor receives an order, and based on that order, he will do the process. Clear? Then we call it as good receipt. Good receipt. Then we will be having good issue, GI. Good issued or issue. GR, receipt, right? Good issue. Then invoice. Then after that, payment. Correct? Good receipt in sense, a receipt is generated. Correct? What happens in case if you did not pay the money? You did not pay the money. You told that order, place an order by cash. Which once it is delivered, then you will be paying the cash to that one. So once you placed an order, that person will receive that order. He will cook the food. And along with him, he has to send the bill to you. Receipt, good receipt. So whatever the receipt, then the what is that? Zomato boy or Swiggy boy will pick up your item, food item, and he will come to the destination where the delivery should be done. So immediately once he reach to your home and he will knock your door, right? Once he received it, he immediately asks your name, whether you are the person or not, whether you place the order or not, right? Then once you say that, okay, he will give the receipt first to you. Then he will say that, yes, you are the person. Then he will take the payment from you. Then once the payment is done from by you, then order will be given to you, correct? Otherwise, you have taken the order. If you are not paying, huh? He is not the rather. Otherwise, it would be a loss to that person. Correct? If you don't, if you can reject also, you can say that no, I did not done that one. Correct? That happens sometimes. So that is a good receipt. Good issue in sense, I have taken the good from the boy. I have taken, means I paid the money and I have taken. Then after that, invoice and payment. Payment also. Sometimes a payment can be also done. Yes, this is my order. I'll do the payment. Now you can give the order to me. So good is issued to me now. Correct? And immediately, whatever the Google Pay or the scan code, I'll pay the invoice and the payment. Okay. So invoice and payments are these two are the broadly part of SAP MM. It is the part of SAP FICO because FICO, finance, basically it is FICO means finance part because financial, right? Here the financial is coming up, invoice and payment. So end of the day, that vendor has to check the invoices. How many invoice bills are generated? How much cash he got it, right? And how much he invested. So end of the day, he has to check it. So anyway, that is not our part. But till here, good issue and good receipts is our part. Clear? So in P2P cycle, you have to tell this process. If someone asks what is the P2P cycle, then you have to say purchase request, PR, RFQ, vendor selection, purchase order, good receipt, good issue, invoice, and payment. Clear? Clear till about here? Any doubts? Now we will be seeing one by one these topics. We will be seeing how to create the PR in the SAP. We will be seeing the RFQ, how to create in the SAP, add vendor selection, add purchase order, add good receipts, add good issue also. Getting my point? I'll do one thing. This is part, but it's it is nothing but RFQ and vendor selection is one part. In one part. In RFQ itself, you can select the vendor selection also. But while telling, you can tell all this one by one like this. Okay. Let's see now. PR. Correct? What we are doing today, that more topic would be on the PR part. Purchase request or requisition. You can say purchase request or what is that? Purchase requisition or PR. Clear? I will give you the notes on this PR part. Okay. Don't worry. So here you can see some interview questions. A purchase requisition is a formal request for procurement of a material or a service within an organization. It is a document generated various department or a request of this purchase one. Okay. Purchase requisition is a formal way of request of procuring the material. Clear? Okay. Now let's go and see how to create the purchase requisition in the SAP. Let me log off first the old one. Okay, it's got disconnected. Now let me freshly log in that. So I have a client ID, I have a user, and I have a password. And probably I have given you the username and credentials to you. Okay. So I'm creating one folder. I'm creating one insert a folder. What is the folder? ER. Correct? ER is nothing but the purchase request or the purchase requisition. Okay. And right. Now, if you see here, there is a T code for purchase requisition. What is the T code? ME 51N. So I can add. So as I said you, we can do purchase requisition by T code or the path. Okay. Let me do first by the T code. Right click here and insert a transaction. What is the transaction? ME 51N. ME 51N. Enter. So when you click and enter a T code, you will get this screen. You will get this screen. Clear? Or else now I can go back. If I want to go by a path, if I want to go by a path. So there is a path for this one. So now you can see the path here. What is that? SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Okay, next, material management. Next, purchasing. Under purchasing, you have a material, vendor, all these things as purchase info record, but we are doing now purchase request. Can you see this one? Purchase request. Now click on this purchase request. So purchase, under purchasing, you have a purchase. Shit. We missed it. Let me go up and take this. Under same purchasing, you will find the purchase requisition. Clear? Okay. So click on this or expand this one. Collapse and expand. So here you have to do the 3 steps. See here. Step 1. Can you see this one? Define number range, field selection, and document type. Okay. So according to this, any order you can do first, second, third. Let's do it the number range first. Next to do the field selection. Next to do the document type. So now define number range. There is a T code OMH 7. Correct? That way also we can do. See here. Now, if you see, if you go by a path, so here the first one is define number range. Can you see this one? Let me take the screenshot also. So I'm marking which are the things that you have to do, which red marks first. Number one. Next, define screen layout. This is the second. Next one is define document. You got an order? 1, 2, 3. Now let's do according to this order. First, second, and the third. Now go to SAP. First one is number range. Click on number range. Now you have three things here. Intervals, and R states. So already you have done previously how to do this number ranges. It's the same process and no need to explain again and again this number ranges. I will explain for now, but as a process I'm explaining. But the concept of creating the number range is the same that how we created in the past for like vendor, material, PIR. Okay. But anyway, again, I'm explaining. So if you see this interval and this interval, when I mouse over it, it says that display interval. This is the change interval. So when you click on display interval, it will only display you. It will only display. Means display means you can only see. You cannot do edit. You cannot do changes. It is only to view. It is only to view. So nothing to do in this display view. Okay. Now you should go back. What is that? You should go back. Click on this back button, F3. And you have to click on intervals. Clear? You have to click on change intervals. And once you go and click on change intervals, so depends, see this point is very important. Depends upon SAP GUI version you are using. Means, see here, I'm showing you. This is 720. Can you see SAP log on 720? Some people are using 740. Some people are using 760 also, latest ones. Depends upon this GUI, what you installed. Okay. Why this means? Based on that, this sometimes varies, this screen. Okay. Right. So now you can go and click on plus insert a line. If you click on plus insert a line, on the top, it will ask you. Right. So this is the one way of methoding the intervals. One method of creating the number ranges. Clear? Instead of this, and there is another little bit easy process. You can go on the top intervals and free intervals. You understood? I'm showing you. Let me click on the intervals here. Free intervals. Can you see which I highlighted orange color? Right? Click on this intervals. So automatically, the system will show you the free intervals available for you. Free intervals available for you. Clear? Now, what is our company code? KGR. correct? KG are 1. Here it will take only 2 characters. Remember that it will take only 2 characters. And in case this KG is already taken by someone else, it won't allow you. If it is not taken by anyone, you are allowed to book the ranges. Now I have given KG and I selected it. If I don't select it and if I click here, it will ask this, select the interval. Okay, that's the reason I'm closing it and I'm selecting the interval from here. See, not on the KG, not like this. You have to click on this box. See here. Can you see this? Where I'm showing the mouse. Let me take you very clearly again here. You have to click on this box. See this box. Here. Clear? Now I clicked on this box and I click on enter.
So we can change the number range.
Yeah. Pardon?
You can change the number range now.
Yes. Yes.
Now only selected.
Yes. If you want, you can select.
Only 20 numbers to different.
Do you know it?
Yes, we have told.
Correct. Yes. Listen, I'll tell you. Correct. So those who know, that's fine. Correct. Those who don't know, right. So what I did is just come. I'm telling. So KG is selected and the number range is this one. See this one. This number range I am copying here. Correct. Number range. Paste. And this is the starting number range. Starting. And ending number range. Ending number range, already we are seeing this one. Already the number range, what we have seeing is this one. And this point is very important to everyone. Okay, what you have to do in sense, you can click on save. Okay, this done. And change that number range, not the starting, ending one. So what you will do in sense, select the starting number range and paste it here. Instead of 397, 450 you give. What is the difference? I have selected a very small number range. What is that? 97, right? 98, 99, 400. Correct? 397, 398, 399, 400. From 400 to again 450. Or I give 449. Let me give 449. Please request to everyone. Take a small range. Take a small range. Don't unnecessarily block the huge range like which I showed you 99999. Someone has blocked it, correct? So I'm requesting again to everyone, just take the range of 20 or 30 or 40. Max 50 is enough, correct? So 50 means you are allowed to create a 50 POs, right? So you are learning right now. So I know very well, I have seen many students, right? Hardly we create 2, 3, 4 or 5 POs only. But what is happening now? Hardly you created 3 POs, 4 POs, 5 POs or 6 POs. Rest other POs you are not creating, but you already blocked them. And you are not giving to others also because you blocked it, correct? So that's the reason, don't block the huge number ranges. block a small number range, which is 30, 40 is more than enough for us, for our practice. So that's the reason whatever the number range I am taking here, I am pasting here now, right? And once again, you save now. It got updated. It got updated. Coming to my point. Now you go back. Go back. All right. So number range is finished. Clear? First, number one is number range is finished. Number range is finished. Next one is field selection. NBB. Field selection is NBB. Okay.
Meeting in line, sir. Meeting online.
I did not got. It will stop automatically. Yeah, no problem. If it stop, if the meeting gets, we will join again. I will inform you. Okay. Give me 5 minutes time. The difference. Field selection NBB. Okay. What is this field selection? We'll see now. Now define screen layout. Go to define screen layout. I told you the order also. Okay. That order I lost it. But anyway. Now you click on position and you give here NBB. Newborn baby NBB. So you will get this purchase requisition. NBB is the standard one given by the SAP.